This is Katie Porter. She was a California rep in Congress from 2019 to 2025. She ran for Senate in California but was beat out by pencil neck Adam Schiff. I've heard over the years, over and over, about how Katie Porter is well, let's say she's a nasty woman. I mean, she was accused of scalding her ex-husband with potatoes. In this pretty easygoing interview, Katie Porter apparently could not help herself and revealed that all these whispers about her were apparently true.
What do you say to the 40% of California voters who you'll need in order to win, who voted for Trump?
How would I need them in order to win, man?
Well, unless you think you're going to get 60% of the vote. You think you'll get 60%. Everybody who did not vote for Trump will vote for you. That's what you're saying.
In a general election? Yes.
First of all, this is frightening. But I want you to look at this mean girl reaction. It's so condescending, and we've all seen this before. Now, I think the confusion here came from Porter. The interviewer asks,
what do you say to the 40% of California voters who you'll need in order to win, who voted for Trump?
Now, what she means is you'll need some of those voters to win. What I think Porter hears is you'll need all of those voters to win. This is simple discernment, and in a state of not understanding, she could have defaulted to asking for clarification. Instead, she went to this bizarre mocking and anger, like her entire candidacy was somehow just insulted here.
If it is me versus a Republican, I think that I will win the people who did not vote for Trump.
What if it's you versus another Democrat?
I don't intend that to be the case.
For those who aren't aware, California has a horrid system where the top two vote getters in a primary become the nominees, regardless of party. So it very well could be two Democrats going for the governorship. So for Porter to say,
I don't intend that to be the case,
makes absolutely no sense. I'm not sure she's firing on all cylinders here.
So how do you not intend that to be the case? Are you going to ask them not to run?
No, I'm saying I'm going to build the support. I have the support already in terms of name recognition. Mm-hmm. And so I'm going to do the very best I can to make sure that we get through this primary in a really strong position.
But you just said you don't need those Trump voters.
Well, you asked me if I needed them to win.
So you don't
I
think
feel like this is unnecessarily argumentative.
This is how good life is for Democrats. When you're asked basic questions, not even about issues, but about voters and your strategy to win, you think you're being pressed too hard.
What is your question?
The question is the same thing I asked everybody. What do you say to the 40% of voters who voted for Trump?
Oh, I'm happy to say that. It's the do you need them to win part that I don't understand.
What about this is difficult? Are any of you confused about this line of questioning?
I'm happy to answer the question as you have it written, and I'll answer it.
And we've also asked the other candidates, do you think you need any of those 40% of California voters to win? And you're saying, no, you don't.
No, I'm saying I'm going to try to win every vote I can. And what I'm saying to you is that
this woman was a lawyer and a member of Congress. Not that the bar is particularly high, but she's tied up over a question of, do you think you need some of 40% of the electorate to win the election? This is so insane.
Well, to those voters, okay, so you...
I don't want to keep doing this. I'm going to call it. Okay. Thank you.
You're not going to do the interview with us?
Nope, not like this. I'm not. Not with 7 follow-ups to every single question you ask.
She has asked exactly one question, trying to get you to 1, understand it, and 2, give some kind of answer.
Every other candidate has answered.
I don't care. I don't care. I want to have a pleasant, positive conversation in which you ask me about every issue on this list. And if every question you're going to make up a follow-up question, then we're never going to get there.
Ms.
And
Porter,
we're just going to circle around.
I am an investigative
I have never
reporter.
had to do this before, ever.
You've never had to have a conversation with
to end
a
an
reporter?
interview.
Okay, but every other candidate has done this.
What part of I'm me?
I'm me. This is the worst path you could go down. Switch directions, quick.
I'm running for governor because I'm a leader.
That doesn't work either. Oh, man.
So I am going to make...
So you're not going to answer questions from reporters? Okay, why don't we go through? I will continue to ask follow-up questions because that's my job as a journalist, but I will go through and ask these, and if you don't want to answer, you don't want to answer. So nearly every legislative...
I don't want to have an unhappy experience with you, and I don't want this all on camera.
I have to give kudos to the news outlet for publishing this video. They really didn't have to.
I don't want to have an unhappy experience with you either. I would love to continue to ask these questions so that we can show our viewers what every candidate feels about every one of these issues that they care about.
Look at this nod. Okay, fine, whatever, just do it. So childish. Can you imagine this woman being your boss, even in a retail or restaurant job? Imagine the micromanaging and the disrespectful attitude. Now imagine this woman being the governor of a state. Most politicians are slick enough to hide this part of their personalities, but this woman has no control. In a normal election, this would be disqualifying. Campaign ending. But this is California, so don't count her out yet.